Picture a long line of covered wagons rolling slowly west in the early 1840s. Families walk beside tired oxen, children kick dust as they go. They are following the Oregon or California Trail, hoping for a better life at the far edge of the United States. These journeys did not happen by accident. People were driven by push and pull factors. In the East, many families faced debt, crowded towns, and low wages, especially after the 1837 Depression. Some had lost farms or feared bank failure. These were push factors, pushing them away from where they lived. At the same time, stories spread of fertile land, healthier climates, and new opportunities in Oregon and California. Missionaries and travelers wrote glowing reports. These promises pulled people west. While individuals made their own choices, U.S. government policy quietly shaped the map they traveled across. The Indian Removal Act of 1830 forced many eastern tribes off their lands and moved them west of the Mississippi. Then the Indian Trade and Intercourse Act of 1834 marked out Indian territory and a permanent Indian frontier. This was a line, guarded by forts and rules for traders, meant to separate white settlers from native nations. In reality, it meant most migrants crossed lands that were supposed to be reserved for native peoples. Traveling in a wagon train was safer than going alone, but it was still dangerous. Success depended on planning. Migrants had to leave at the right time in spring, carry enough food, cross rivers carefully, and reach the mountain passes before winter snow. The Donner Party in 1846–47 showed what could go wrong. They left late, followed bad advice, and tried a risky shortcut. Snow trapped them in the Sierra Nevada mountains. Many died. Their story warned others that poor timing and weak leadership could turn hope into disaster. Another group, the Mormons, used organization to survive. Driven west by persecution in the East, they followed their leader Brigham Young to the Great Salt Lake. He divided the journey into stages, set up camps, shared supplies fairly, and planned irrigation to water crops in the dry soil. Their success showed how strong leadership and careful planning could turn harsh land into a new home. All these journeys raised a bigger question. As more migrants crossed Indian territory, who truly controlled the land? The native nations on paper, the U.S. government with its laws and forts, or the thousands of settlers walking west? Now let's check your understanding. What were one push factor and one pull factor that encouraged people to travel west in the 1830s, 1840s? 2. How did the 1830 and 1834 Acts shape where migrants traveled on their journeys? 3. Why did the Donner Party and the Mormon migrants have such different outcomes on their journeys west?